The Pacers sporting a good look as they came through the tunnel earlier. We'll see. And it's the start here of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. 2K Sports postseason presentation of the NBA, and it's tied 1-1. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Now they had one taken from them on their home court. Big-time wake-up call there, Greg. We saw it. They've responded, and this is their opportunity for revenge.
And Kevin, throughout the season, they've been the better team. But that all goes out the window now. This is a very even fight. They need to find a way to reassert their dominance, or this thing could actually slip away from them.
Sure could.
Now that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Williams passes to Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Halliburton. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Pacers. They come off a really big loss on Sunday.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Pacers making the shot.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Now here's Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Pass to Turner. Down low. Here's Halliburton. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Hartenstein with the screen on Halliburton. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, you see that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an excellent decision maker, such a dependable catalyst for this offense.
Now, here is Halliburton. Outside Turner. Holmgren with the steal. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Halliburton. Holmgren finds Dort. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder another 3.
That's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And Indiana making a change here. Mathurin's checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Wallace is checked in. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Nembhard. Inside, will it go? And finished off by Siakam.
Well, Pascal Siakam has the ability to play on the inside and score with that length.
Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
Free throw good, Wallace. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation, and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Now, here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Outside Williams. Steps back and shoots. And he nails the jumper.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now, here's Toppin. The 9-foot shot. That one wide left. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Spins. Wallace kicks to Wiggins. Back to Wallace. Pass to Caruso. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 8-point game. Shepard, that's good. Now here's Wallace. Guarded closer. Takes a three. He doesn't hit that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Thunder lead by 5. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. Well, they had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Halliburton against Wallace. And it's Halliburton penetrating. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
When you're anticipating contact is coming, you can prepare. Halliburton, excellent job on the conversion.
Gilgeous-Alexander against McConnell. Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Toppin a screen on Wallace. Bounce pass, Halliburton. And Toppin throws it down.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Wallace against Halliburton. Outside Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot misses. Walker with some nice D. Pacers trail by 3. Halliburton on the wing. Pass to Walker. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Mathurin. And here's Halliburton. Over Wallace. And it's Halliburton missing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, 2-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that startup.
Caruso, no good. Pacers trail by 5. Halliburton passes to McConnell. On the wing, Mathurin. Caruso with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Yes, that goes in.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Halliburton against Wallace. Shakes him. Halliburton kicks to Toppin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Toppin's got 5 now.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. So an entirely new grouping now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Halliburton. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Joe finds Williams. Over in the corner, Dort. The Thunder with another miss. Pacers trail by 4. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Siakam. Turner with a screen on Holmgren. Here's Siakam. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Holmgren.
Boy, Pascal Siakam can put a ton of pressure on the defense. This guy has a physicality that you love.
First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap with young stars and positional fits for each side.
The Pacers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Mathurin, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Williams passes to Dort, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Nembhard, covered by Joe. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams passes to Joe. And Mathurin comes to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
Holmgren the pass to Joe. Just 4 to shoot. Hartenstein can't get it to go. That's a 2 for Mathurin. Sends it home! What a shot!
You want drama? We've got drama. That's the way to end a quarter.
That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Thunder leading by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Game 3 action here at the break. It's a nice lead for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Playoff atmosphere, hostile environment, man. They're handling the pressure, putting themselves in a good spot to win.
Hard to focus with thousands of fans screaming at you. They've stayed in it. They've stayed confident. And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series. They say, and I don't know who they are, that a playoff series hasn't started until somebody loses at home. They've done that. So, Jet, any concern? And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
Here's Halliburton. Bucket is good. Halliburton's got the first basket of the second half here for the Pacers. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Indiana trailing here. Neesmith finds Siakam. Now, here is Halliburton. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Halliburton's got 4 points in the quarter.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Siakam. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. There's the lob to Dort. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Now, here's Halliburton. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. For the lead. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it, and now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He is so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
Now, here's Holmgren. He has yet to score. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Here's Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Aaron Neesmith. The Thunder have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
At the line for 2.
No good on the free throw. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for the Pacers. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Thunder. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 8. Turner with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Turner finishing it off.
How about that? Running the pick and roll to perfection. Evident that Miles Turner loves these situations.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Halliburton passes to Turner. Indiana moving the ball away. Mathurin for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Remaining in the third, 2 minutes.
To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. He doesn't get the second one.
Boy, the missed free throw there, keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Bounce pass, Nembhard. Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Dort passes to Williams. To the inside. Dort with a screen for Caruso. On the clock, buries it down low. Caruso's got his first points in this one. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Back to Mathurin. Poke loose. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Dort. Turner with it. Dort covering. On the wing, Mathurin. Indiana again, turning it over. Indiana making some changes. Obi Toppin's checked in for Turner, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. The Thunder also changing it up. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Hartenstein, and Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Williams kicks to Dort. Pass to Wallace. 6 to shoot. Dort a screen on McConnell. Wallace. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the wide open shot from McConnell sinks the triple. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
On the wing, Williams. Wiggins sets a screen for Williams. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Williams has got 6. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Thunder lead by 1. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Thunder shooting well, 50% from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Caruso, no good. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Caruso. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Pass to Mathurin. Wallace against Halliburton. No good on the triple. The Thunder with the lead. Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso against McConnell. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Andrew Nembhard's checked in for T.J. McConnell. The Thunder also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Jack. Williams comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Dort in for Wallace. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. That one good for 2. And that's now 10 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, you have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Halliburton, he knows the way.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for the Thunder. Wallace comes in for Alex Caruso. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. He's happy with how they've been playing. He told them, hey, they had their chance, but this is where we take it from them. This is our game and our series. He's got them pretty fired up, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Now, here's Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Into the lane. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
That, folks, is about the speed of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets in there before the defense can react.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wallace left side. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pacers with the rebound. Toppin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Halliburton finds Nembhard. Indiana moving the ball around. Walker is screen on Dort. Halliburton for 3. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. The Thunder also changing it up. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. And it's Williams in for Case and Wallace. Here's Turner after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Nembhard, the pass to Nesmith. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Halliburton missing. Oklahoma City leading by 3. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lands soft on the front of the rim in front. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big time clutch delivery.
Here's Siakam. And the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Williams. Tries again. That's good on the jump shot. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Thunder?
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers. The Siakam in the clutch. What a delivery.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Turner. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams, and he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Man, that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
And here now the Thunder. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. Great open look there. Williams has got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here's Nembhard. Nesmith, the pass to Siakam. No good on that one.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of a series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding